Good morning, everyone. Today's Friday, January the 5th. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. We just had the jobs numbers come out, and I gotta say, they were not good. Even though the headline number looked good, household unemployment numbers looked terrible. And so the initial drop that you saw in the market, once everybody started going, oh wait, those household numbers are terrible, then things started shifting back to the upside, because bad news is probably good news. But in the grand scheme of things, we are still in the spot, if we are intraday traders particularly, for bounces to lead to sell zones. We've got more unrest in the Middle East, in the Red Sea and the region around there, and that's got oil pushing a bit higher this morning as well. But as I think that oil is also going to fade. All right, that being said, what levels do we look for today? All right, well, we had the 467 test. These numbers are working incredibly well. So we had the 467 test. So now the traders have to get up over 467.85 to feel comfortable. So how are they going to do that? They're going to buy the dip, and they're going to hope that it holds. Listen, if we get up here and we cannot get above this 46.80 area, this market is going to rotate down again. And so we'll be looking at 462, essentially all the way down to 459. All right, so that is my suspicion. My suspicion is bounces are going to be sell zones until the traders figure out that they are buying too early in the dip and they let the markets recalibrate just a bit. They need to recalibrate, and this is healthy. It doesn't feel good, except if you've got some of the positions that we have in the portfolio, which are doing very well because we anticipated this rotation, albeit a little bit early in my anticipation of that. We are likely to see further drifts to the downside. All right, so levels to watch, 464 to 462. If indeed we happen, because Fridays are, for the last year or so, Fridays have been very bullish and Mondays have been very bullish. So above 467.80, if we start holding it, we could easily have traders turn around and buy to cover, and that could send us all the way back into 470. But the line in the sand is 467.80. All right, that's what we want to watch for, the test and failure of, or the test and hold of. All right, take a look at the cues. Get our levels to come up. Here we are. Just absolutely beautiful price action here for us to look at. We easily can see what is going on. Take a look. Support area, where do we need to breach? We need to breach 396.60. If we can breach and hold that, it's going to make the sellers buy to cover, and we can have ourselves a really tidy move up to the north, right? Going to 398 and potentially 400 to end the week. Fridays are bullish in general, so that's the thought process right there. Okay, so that's it. Now, if indeed we cannot get up above this area, or we bounce and then fade, retest of 394 and then to 391. Where do I think we end up by the next couple of weeks? 386. This is my thought. Into expiration, it comes down into the nice heavy weekly congestion, and then we can start running to the upside again. All right, but Fridays and Mondays have been bullish, so watch for the dip buyers. All right, let's take a look at the ES. ES, we came into 46.17. The nice round number of 4,700 is always something. We should always look at those big round numbers, right? Do they really matter? Not really, but people trade them, right? And so they're bouncing off of this area. Notice we are now struggling to recapture the close of the prior day. 47.32 is where we need to sit and think about that. Could the markets push into there? Absolutely. We could go all the way to 47.40, 47.48 with a great deal of ease. If we cannot, however, hold 47.27, this market is going to roll back down, and we have 46.85 and then 46.49. Just stair-stepping, but every time we come into these areas, we've got ourselves some bounce zones. Look here, they tried to bounce, failed, test down. All right, are the momentum events still up? Absolutely. They're absolutely still up, and traders are trying to buy the dips. So remember, it's a two-way market, and price action is going to behave in that certain way. Taking a look at the NQ, again, beautiful motion, just textbook. Into this level, fades, and then bounces. What's the key zone? 16,451. Easily we could get to 16,460, 470, maybe back even up into 16,540, right? That was kind of a big deal. I don't know why some of these lines won't move for me. It's crazy. All right, so that's where we're looking at. If we hold, if it's a bullish Friday, we'll come in here and we'll rotate at 16. We could get to, I mean, easily we could pick up a couple hundred points into 672. You know how this thing runs. Very, very moving. Very, very fast moving. All right. So below that, 383 and then 16,243 is what we're looking for. Where do I think we go? I think we retest 16,000, but it's not going to be a straight line. It just isn't. So what do you have to do? Remember, it's always the same, whether you're looking at a daily chart or a 5-minute chart. It is always the same. And my mouse is doing crazy things. We look at a chart and we look at the current candle and 2 candles to the left. What are we doing? Well, we're trying to retrace up above this area. So do we have higher lows? Yes. So if we break through this zone up here, very likely to press higher. If we cannot, remember what it has to look like. 1, I failed to close or hold higher. We just closed higher right here and we tested higher. So that's not there. So let's say it's this one. I failed to hold higher. I retest support. It's right here. That's old resistance. And then I make a lower high. It did not happen here. And so the chart is continuing to lift. All right. So always remember, just follow the higher lows up the chain, especially if you're seeing higher highs. Okay. Wait for those lows, get in, it lowers the risk, and just walk it up into the next level. All right, good luck trading. See you on the platforms.